Yo, here we are at the Flying Dutchman Grand Prix on board with Mr. Smith, about to start his hot lap here and that is in the wall, it looks like, for a V-carb. But still on board with Mr. Smith here, about to set his lap here at the Dutch Grand Prix, Netherlands. Here we are here at Limitless Racing League. Man, round number 7. Season is going by so fast. It is crazy to think how fast it's gone. But what will Smith be able to plant in his papaya here? His teammate is absent this time around, but what will he be able to do and be able to, he be able to get onto the front row here in the Dutch GP here? It is fastest with a 1:10.888. And it looks like further back it's going to be Prior Germ with a 1:11.8. And it looks like Anaston's about to start their lap. Zox with a 1:09.8 to get his debut out and away. Tonight is a sprint weekend, so it is double points for whoever has attended for tonight's event. So sprint will, the regular race for the sprint, 12 lap race, will get regular feature race points, and the regular feature race will get double the points. So that means instead of 25 points, they will be getting 50. But go back to the people setting laps here. Ferrari of Schumacher here with a 1:10.716, on air with a 1:11.156. Blessed with a 1:09.9 to set his lap there. Coming around the Netherlands GP here at Limitless Racing. Apex Viper with a 1:18.3 as a banker there. Looks like Heat Gang is getting his lap underway. He's about to, or actually, sorry, Supreme gonna head into the pits there. And he's gonna come in for either a fresh set or looks like other people are gonna come in for fresh sets also. It looks like William is gonna set a 1:15.6 on the medium compound tires, and that'll put him in 8th position. The Haas crew, RP Amazing, is gonna come across the line, and that'll put him 9th fastest. Apex Viper, that'll put him 4th fastest with a 1:10.581. But let's see who else is about to cross the line. It looks like Curie is crossing the line with a 1:15.9. And Project Nemesis just starting his lap. See what he can do coming into the double points weekend here. Definitely going to be a surprising one here. 5. Smith's about to finish his lap here in the papaya. Coming through the stadium section now. What will he be able to set? Ooh, and that is the wall for Smith. Trying to put the power down a little bit too early. It looked like he caught the grass just a little bit there. And was trying to grasp every limit to his advantage. Ooh, and that was close for Smith there. I'm not sure if that was close to impeding there. Not sure. It looked like the Williams of Prior Germ, and it was, and it looked like it was nearly an impediment. And that is 11th fastest for Zulon there. Coming into sprint quali. So let's see who else is on the lap. So Rassam is going to come into the pits. He's currently 4th fastest. So go through the order now. We got 2 minutes left, so we got people going to come out for the last minute shootouts here. Zox currently fastest with a 108 or 109.8, followed by Mr. Blessed with a 109.9, Heat Gang with a 110.5, Rassam with a 110.564, Apex with a 110.581, Schumacher with a 110.716, William with a 110.7, Smith with a 110.8, looking to improve, nearly improved. Just a little bit too much on the throttle there. Zox here is coming back out. Ooh, and a little bit of impediment from, it looks like the Aston Martin of maybe Heat Gang. No, it was actually F1 Poly. But we'll go back. Ooh, and that is, he has to use the runoff. And to avoid that action, any minute now, here we go. It is 3, 4, 5 red lights at the Flying Dutchman away. Here we go, flying in the Netherlands in sprint fashion. It looks like down the inside, Bless goes on Heat Gang, and it's not. He's going to shut that door, and it looks like RP Amazing is off into the gravel. Further conflict behind Apex, looking to make a move on Rassam, makes that done and dusted. Smith down the outside in the big corner. It looks like Apex lost it coming out of the bank corner there, and it's not gonna look too shabby for Apex here, losing ground 4 positions down from where he started. On air looking to improve his location right now. Zox getting away from the field by 1.4 seconds. Down the inside, looks like Zulon goes on Apex. A little bit of contact between them two, but he keeps it fair racing there. And Curie, ooh, it looks like down the inside of the Aston Martin of F1 Poly. F1 Poly tries to keep it around the outside through the stadium section, and it is contact between the RB and Aston Martin of William. Wow, what a crazy lap we've encountered here into the first few moments. Location now. We'll get 2 people on the soft compound tires around the outside. Bless goes on Schumacher there. Schumacher leaves the space, and Bless is through to second position into the podium spots. I believe he came from 4th. So well done from Mr. Bless there. Oh, and that's contact between Project Nemesis and Ninja. 3-second time penalty for Ninja. And F1 Poly gets by Ninja there. A little bit of conflict there in the midfield there. Not really going their way. And that is Smith into the wall. And 20% rain is in the forecast, as it says, so it looks like no rain is in the foreseeable future for the sprint weekend of the Dutch GP here. Schumacher trying to keep it underway here. Heat Gang also trying to keep it nice and tidy. Smith just trying to keep the car together there through the second sector. 4 laps out of 12 now. Bless trying to catch up to Zox there, but it looks like Heat Gang's just on the back of Schumacher here. William also just behind. We got Schumacher there keeping Heat Gang behind. William also behind. And his Ferrari teammate of Rassam trying to keep up and stay with his teammate. So that way they can maximize their points within the weekend. Looks like someone is around. 4 out of 12 now. It looks like a little bit of a spread now. 7/10 away Blessed is from Zox coming into the start-finish straight. Trying to break the toe. And it looks like Schumacher is going to make that move before the corner even starts. Yellow flags are out, but I was just letting people by. Bless trying to push those softs. I mean, those softs are kind of trying to stay alive through the quarter of the way through the stint. I mean, he's still got 6 more laps to go, and down the inside that Aston Martin of Heat Gang thought that he was going to do. And that Ferrari of Schumacher is already out towards a second already. So he's lost about half a tenth through the middle sector with those soft compound tires. So he's going to be using the battery to all of his advantage, and now he's going to lose 1 more position. And William will also make that overtake on Blessed into turn 1. And Rassam is also on the soft compound tires, it looks to be. A little bit of change of position. Paulie moves up to 10th position. Ooh, and that's Blessed into the gravel. And that'll be down into 6th position for him. Out of 12 now. Ferrari of Rassam decides not to go for the move. Not as of yet. Bank corner of the left is doing that. Wait, looked like back marker in the wall there. Yeah, the field's kind of spread it out now. I kind of judged that perfectly where I wanted that logo to sit. Schumacher looking to hunt down Mr. Zox here for the first position. So he's got 4 more laps to do so. Now 3 more laps to do so in order to catch him and claim victory here at the Netherlands. Of the Dutch GP. And he's got DRS, so which way is he going to move? Around the outside, Mr. Schumacher goes on Zox. Will Zox be able to put the power down? Zox will put the power down and remain in first position. What? Same power unit, same equal machinery. But he's on the softs. So it seems like both medium and softs are kind of about the same. It looks like, as far as paces, it seems right now. Zox may be losing a little bit of time through the middle sector compared to Schumacher here. And Heat Gang is losing time also. He's gained a little bit through there, but he's immediately lost it. Our closest battle. So coming on to the penultimate lap of the sprint, Zox will go around the final time. This is the time to overtake. Will he want to overtake this time around? Will this be it for Mr. Schumacher around the inside? And that was a little bit of netcode there, and that is contact between Schumacher and Zox into the first corner, and he's able to catch the car in netcode fashion. What a save Schumacher has done right there into the first sector. But Zox around the final corner. Zox has retrieved the pole position, and he will keep the pole position, and that will be a win for Zox for the sprint race here at the Netherlands for the Kick-Sauber team. Fantastic points for the kick placement. Schumacher looking for that move, and it wasn't really too much there. It just, that door, I'm not sure if it actually closed. It looked like it closed a little bit, but netcode definitely was a key factor there, but just looked like Zox turned it a little bit too much on him, and contact model took over from there. What will he be able to do his first time out? And it's going to be fastest with a 1:11.5. What will the McLaren of Smith say? And that will be in the wall for Smith, but he's going to complete the lap, and that'll be a 1:12.1 for him. It looks like the Alpine Supreme is going to be fastest with a 1:10.3. And Prior Germ with the 11.8 on the board. Let's see who else is on track to be setting a lap time here. Looks like the Haas, or well, Project Nemesis is about to finish his. See what he'll be able to do. Got better luck this time coming into qualifying, and you'll be able to set a lap time. What will it be this time, though? A 1:12.3. What about Mr. Heat? What about Mr. Apex here? Apex Viper coming through the last few corners here. And that is a little bit of a tank slapper there for Apex. Coming in the last few corners, but will it be fastest? It won't be fastest. It'll be just shy with a 1:10.3. And looks like... So Zox, will he be able to get fastest on the board here? What will it be? It'll be a 1:09.8. Be fastest on the board as of right now. RP Amazing will go 8th fastest this time around. And that'll be it for him. And the Rassam, what will he be able to do? And that'll put him 4th fastest for this main event qualifying session. Mr. Bless, he's going to set a lap time here. Coming through the last few corners now, through the stadium section. It looks like he might get a little bit of a tow from an Alpine. A little bit of... And that is close! one for comfort for Blessed, and that'll be fastest with a 109.672, and that'll be pole position for Blessed as it sits right now, unless somebody else has something to say about it. He has the fastest time set for the session. His teammate down in 12th, though, looking to improve his lap time. But it looks like he's in none, so he's probably going to come into the pits, but looks like he is. And it looks like the Alpine of William is ahead here. So Bless trying to get out there and set the fastest lap with minimal to no tires used, so that way he could possibly use them in the race, the main race. But like I said, I mean, it's going to be tough, and it's going to be interesting on how these drivers are going to be with their strategy. Is it the one stop to go around here, or is it the two stop with the amount of tire deg that is on this year's implementation of the game? But William will start his lap now. right, here we go. Here at the Netherlands in the feature race. 5 red lights are away, and it is flying time here at the Netherlands in the feature race. Here at lap number 1, turn 1. Here we go. People feel what a send from looks like Zulon there. Everybody trying to keep it nice and tidy around the outside. Mr. Supreme goes and a little bit of contact between Heat King and Supreme. Heat King trying to attack Supreme coming into the front corners. And it looks like caution is out for so far. And it is green flag racing once again down the inside. William goes on Bless. Bless will try to hang it around the outside and not be under pressure from Cruz. And that will be 2-1. But Bless comes fighting back around the outside into turn number 3. And what a go Mr. Bless has on Mr. Cruz. And the Ferrari 4-5 is back at it again. Supreme looking to make some positions up. On air up 7th position in the points for Mercedes. And it looks like around the outside, Cruz goes on William, keeping it nice and tidy. A little bit of wheel banging there, keeping it under control. And the Project Nemesis has retired, and that is a safety car into the first few laps. So we've had a VSC and a safety car. So my predictions in the first time has came true. So one of each. Drive-through penalty for Bless for speeding under safety car. Unbelievable stuff that we just witnessed. 2 out of 36. So who will dive in? So Blessed. I think Bless was going to try to serve it under yellow under safety car conditions. So it looks like F1 Poly. Okay, we'll go through the position changes now. Zox has stayed where he's at on pole position. Zox will go now, and that will be. Oh, wait, hold on. And now he'll go, and that'll be a restart for Zox right to the line. Down the inside, Supreme goes on Rassam, making that move done and dusted. On air, trying to make that same move done. A little further back. Heat Gang trying to get through the field, and that's a little bit of a gnarly situation between the McLaren. That is a Haas around. And that is another safety car. And that is another safety car. So I'm not sure if Bless is going to be able to serve his time penalty or his drive-through. Same with Ninja. I would assume you'd come in this lap to try to serve it, but it's going to be tough. And he's away now, and that'll catch it. Cruz off by a little bit. F1 Original Poly in 6th position. He's gained 8 positions so far, right behind On Air Mike D. William just behind him, looking to overtake. It looks like further back, William looking for that move, and further back, Heat Gang around the outside of Apex. Apex is in the gravel trap into turn 2. A little further back. Smith making a move around the inside on Ninja. You'll make that move done and dusted. William in an Aston Martin sandwich right now with Heat Gang and F1 Poly. Zox has gathered a gap now between Cruz and Supreme, looking to keep within DRS of Rassam's teammate. Heat Gang all over the back of William, looking to make an overtake here into turn one. DRS is not enabled around the inside. Late braking from William. William will try to fight back around the outside and have the momentum around turn number 2. William will still be side by side with Heat Gang. Heat Gang will have the outside advantage and will have top speed, but still side by side with Heat Gang. And F1 Poly is just a little bit dragging behind, and his teammate finally gets the overtake done on William. A little bit of a strategical tactic, it seemed like. I'm not sure if it was to let his teammate through or just a little bit of struggling between the tires of F1 Poly. But Heat Gang's looking to make an overtake on his teammate now. And around the outside he goes on F1 Poly. And down the inside, William goes on F1 Poly also. Trying to keep the momentum going. Rassam also trying to make an overtake. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far on hards. Around the inside here on air. On air trying to defend on the mediums with the grippier tires. And he'll just stay ahead. And further back, Apex under attack between Zulon. Zulon looking to fight around the outside. A little bit of more speed. Smith gathers an opportunity, and Zulon collects Smith in the process. But they both managed to keep it on track in the meantime. So Supreme is a second behind Cruz now. Rassam has DRS. So Supreme's going to look to get back into that DRS. William also has DRS on Supreme's teammate on air. And Heat Gang also has DRS on William. So Rassam going to look to try to overtake again Supreme, and that looks to be a nice and easy pass. Down the straight he goes. And down the outside, William goes into turn 1, and he'll be close enough to make that overtake done. Everyone trying to keep it nice and tidy. Smith trying to put the power down to try to catch Zulon here. Lap 12 out of 36 now. Fighting for 10th position. Ooh, a little tank slapper from Zulon there. We'll go back to Heat Gang here. Looking to make an overtake around the inside. It thinks better of it, but look further back around the inside. Smith goes on Zulon, and a little bit of rear locking from Smith. Zulon looks to go right back at him into the final corner, and he chooses better of it into that time around, so he'll wait until the DRS detection zone to actually try to make a move. And further up, Supreme looking close. Zulon gets on by Mr. Smith. Supreme still on, hoping to stay within Rassam's DRS.
With the teamwork right now.
Trying to get him out of DRS. William just behind. Go back to the stop screen here. Zox has yet to make a stop. The Cruz has yet to make a stop. Rassam has yet to make a stop. Supreme, On Air, and F1 Poly and Curie have yet to make a stop. So everybody else has made a stop in this GP. Supreme. Right on the back of Rassam. So 16% in the forecast, as it says right here in my telemetry. So it's not going up drastically of a difference. So Zox has 50% tire wear on his mediums versus, I believe, Rassam's hards. Rassam is on the hards, I believe. Yes. And he's on 28%. So Supreme's also on 49%. So his mediums are going to start flip-flopping here. William is on 39%. So 10% more wear than Rassam. So he's been absolutely hammering down to try to catch his teammate. His teammate is also in the box. The Crew's on fresh set of hards. So he is first to respond. So Rassam is going to be in a little bit of a predicament. And that is a safety car this time around. So that'll bring Blessed back into the race. So will he stay out for track position? So he has to stay out for his final restart. And he is away now and catches Cruz a little bit off guard. His teammate, Cruz's teammate, gets a little bit off guard too. William looking down the inside of Supreme. Oh, and Supreme tries to leave the space. Supreme fights back around the outside, trying to keep it nice and tidy. A little further back, the Haas of Apex trying to get around the outside of Peking. Not going to be able to make that through, but William, a little bit of argy-bargy, will get through on Supreme, and Supreme will lose one position to William within the first sector. And whoa, that's Supreme into the wall. He's beached right there, so that suffice a reset track. On air. Ooh, and gets Smith gets on air just briefly there with the traction. So William up to 4th place. Zox up to 1st. Cruz and Rassam are about to battle it out here into the first corner. Will it be a teammate cabapple here around the inside? Blessed goes on air. A little bit of contact between them. Blessed and on air will have to concede that, unfortunately. And RP will lose the position to Zulon. See, Smith is up 8th position. Blessed looking to make up more improvements. Rassam looking to try to get his teammate, to work with his teammate to try to stay within Zox's point of view and DRS. We'll look at the penalty sheets here, see who has what. Around the inside, Rassam goes on his teammate Cruz. Cruz fights back around the outside. Rassam on the hards, tries to get the traction down. Still around the outside, now the inside, and he's going to have to concede Cruz for the position for his teammate unless he can get the power down on exit. And he's not going to be able to, so that is the position done for Rassam. Coming into the first sector. So our closest battle right now is 2nd place right now. Only separating by just a couple tenths between each other. It is getting spicy for the last 13 laps. of the Grand Prix here. Cruz manages to get back by Rassam. Sam's going to have the DRS yet again. He's going to go around the outside on his teammate, or inside, outside on his teammate. He'll get that done and dusted. And Rassam has been overtaken by William. William looking to overtake to get a little bit more out of the podium sits. Not sure what happened to Rassam. A little bit of traction loss, it seemed like, from the Ferrari driver. Lap 25 out of 36 now. Might see an overtake here for William. He might be a little too far back this time around, but he's using the battery. He's going to be a little bit closer this time around the outside. He's going to keep it. He's still got one wheel around the outside. Cruz has fought back and says no bueno to that turn one attack to William. See his car coming through there and hoping to see some conflict and catch right back up on lap 28 out of 36. Zox with another fastest lap, 1:12.2 on the hard compound tires. And around the outside, Cruz goes on William, a little bit argy-bargy, and he will get the traction down, and that will be a re-overtake for the Cruz on William. His teammate gonna look to try to do the same. Bless just behind there. Plus 2.6 seconds. And safety car has arisen. Oh man, what a sight. I thought it was the last safety car last round, but now it is full course safety car now for the last. So it's going to be the last 4 laps now. So everybody, I would imagine, is going to come in for soft compound tires. So it is time to come in for the softs. Blessed is going to have a blessed opportunity now. Here we go, and he's off to the races, and it looks to be a non-chaotic start now. Rassam coming to the running outside. Smith goes on Pauly, and Pauly gets contact, and an end plate is gone. I'm not sure whose that end plate is. Heat gang. And Zox is in the wall, and then William, and oh my gosh, something has happened. William has no end plate. On Air has no end plate. Zox has no end plates. So Apex is on the podium. Heat Gang's on the podium. Apex has that 3-second time penalty. So I believe that was the last safety car. So Cruz trying to defend from Apex. Heat Gang has in-plate damage. Is managed to get by Apex. Bless looking to get that last podium position at the Dutch GP here. What will Heat Gang do here on Cruz? He'll stay back. Apex under attack from Blessed. or Apex has managed to get by Cruz. Cruz is trying to defend back, and around the inside goes Apex on Heat Gang. Heat Gang is going to manage to keep that underway. Bless is going to try to do the under and over and under on Cruz for the last podium spot. Cruz is going to break later than Blessed. Zulon trying to keep it nice and tidy. 4th, 5th position. And Cruz is keeping it together here. Apex manages to get by Heat Gang here. He's got that 3-second time penalty still to get ahead of. I'm not sure what happened on the restart there. That was a little bit on the crazier side there. So Heat Gang and Apex are starting to run away now. Lap 34 out of 36 now. Dirty Air playing its part. Has played the ballpark of staying out. So Blessed looking to try to make a move on the DRS game here. Try to get ahead of him so that way he can work his way towards the Aston Martin of Heat Gang and try to stay within the win grasp here. And he's not going to be close enough. A little battling behind here from Pauly. Trying to defend from Supreme. Bless trying to get by desperately. Cruz here. Rassam with the fastest lap with a 1:12.0. William with a 1:12.056 with the fastest lap. Cruz surprisingly keeping up with the soft runners now. Not sure what his tire percentage is. Zox with the 1:10.8 in the soft compound tires here. Blessed is all over the back of Cruz here, trying to get that position. And that is Blessed in the wall, trying to push the limits. Zulon is getting overtaken by F1 Pauly. Looks like Zulon is going to try to defend from on air. Trips in the final corner there. Just got him. And there's in-play damage from... more in-play damage for Blessed. But it's... here we are at round number 7. Heat Gang coming around the final few corners here. Apex got a 3-second time penalty, so Heat Gang around the out. Oh, and it is actually Cruz that takes the win for round number 7 here in Scuderia Faction, followed by Heat Gang and Apex to follow the podium sitters. What a drag race to the end here. What a DRS game we have seen here on the final lap. Manages to get the win, followed by Heat Gang, Apex, F1 Pauly, Supreme, Blessed, Zulon, On Air, RP, Rassam, William, Zox, Curie, Smith, Ninja, and Project Nemesis just behind. Coming into this, what was the mindset? I mean, I believe last event, you got a pretty good result coming out of it. I believe you finished. Let's see. You finished right.
P3.
Yeah. Yeah, P3 in the Chinese Grand Prix. And getting P3 again, racking up back-to-back podiums. What was the mindset coming into the whole weekend?
Well, let me just start by saying that the 3 seconds time penalty that I got, I'm definitely gonna appeal that, because apparently as soon as I entered the pit lane onto box and changed my tires, I got a 3 seconds time penalty. So I have a video proof of that, so I'm gonna share and see how it goes from there on. But I'm pretty sure there was no exceeded track limits over there because I was simply entering the pit lane. So I feel like I should still get my P1 back and not be P3. However, the race was like quite good. Apart from that, I felt like my qualifying, this was my worst qualifying weekend, to be honest. I practiced really hard. I had like good timings in the GP mode and so on. However, when it came to the race, actual race for both sprint race and the main race, for some reason I just could not pull in any laps together. And I was like all over the place, lacked confidence despite trying so hard, but ended up qualifying, I guess, P9 or P10. So that was a poor start, but from there on it was just making sure that I had the right tires at the right time, gaining the positions back, trying to make as much as overtakes as possible. I did get like one help from the safety car. When the safety car came in, I had the right time to pit under the safety car and get the hard tires out. So from there on, the last few laps we had, I guess all of us then went on soft tires. That was chaotic, the last, I guess, 8 laps or 7 laps. I think I was like P4 or P5 before the start of the last restart under safety car. And I guess 2 drivers ahead of me crashed out. That left me being P4. Then it was pretty much trying to get the people with the hard tires in front of me. I think there was like one Ferrari driver who was on a hard tire. He ended up getting P1 for now, but then we can see about that later. But yeah, it was all about like managing the race, managing the tires, and pitting at the right time.
For sure. And coming into the weekend, you maximize the results for you. Coming into P3, coming into Qatar next week, any expectations for that weekend?
Well, for sure I need to ace my qualifying because I was just terrible this weekend. I feel like if I had the qualifying in the bag today, the race might have been a bit more easier for me. I might have not needed to make that many overtakes, push my tires that hard. I don't know, would have avoided the time penalty as well. But yeah, I guess focus mainly on my qualifying, and I feel like my race pace is there. I'm slowly but surely improving my race pace. At least being there at the right time to make the right moves is what's more important, I feel. So yeah, I guess I'll focus on that.
We heard it here from Apex. And congrats on the podium, man, and hopefully you'll turn around in qualifying for next weekend and aim for your goals.
Yep, thank you.
All right, we'll go to the reserve driver of Heat Gang here. Was pretty good qualifying here for both sessions for you coming into both. Walk us through what was, what was the key point into your weekend? I mean, the second race was kind of chaotic, but were you looking to make some big moves into boat coming into the weekend?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Because I was coming off a weekend where I just missed out on the podium by about less than a second in China. So I was hoping this week I could go one better, or at least 1 or 2 spots better this week. and I did exactly that.
For sure, definitely did that in limitless fashion. I mean, kept it together and definitely showed out for Aston Martin. Were there any kind of strategy games coming into the final few laps of the feature race?
Not really. I mean, at least I felt like it was an obvious stop. But if you stayed out on those old hard tires, you're just gonna get. It was just a matter of time before you get swallowed up.
Yep. Well, and he definitely tried to do that, and it was a race to the drag race to the end of the line. I mean, that DRS and battery was powerful, but almost had him. But
Yes.
but coming into this weekend, you maximize your results. And what is your expectations for round number 8? I believe it is around Qatar.
Tar. Hopefully to just keep it clean and within the track limits most of the time, because I feel like you can make up a lot of spots on just keeping it clean and within the track limit itself.
For sure, that's going to be a big one for track limits. There's probably going to be like a little bit of a who can accumulate the most penalties in one at some kind of fun kind of deal there, but I don't know. Someone will try to go for that. but coming home at second place, nearly getting the win off of Cruz there, but coming off P2, congrats on that, and hopefully we'll see you next week around Qatar. Tuesday night around Division 1 around Qatar. I mean, definitely not one to miss, but that is gonna be it for Limitless Racing League. So be sure, if you would like to join us, race beyond limits with us, hit that link down below there, as it is on a timer, so you might have to see there, or just go down below and you'll see the tabs there, and you'll see the Discord icon. Just click that icon and race beyond limits with us, and let's have some fun. I mean, there was obviously a little bit of argy-bargy tonight, but sure, we'll see a lot of tickets, but you only live and learn. But we're here to have fun and enjoy the F1 game as it is. But this is your boy Nerf for Nothing, and we'll see you at Qatar. Lucille, baby.